Okay, we're about to start. I just wanted to make sure I connect because the last time I had an issue connecting and it took me actually a long time. So that's why I'm connecting. I know I'm like 3 minutes or 2 minutes early, but I want to make sure that, it works. I do see some blocks there. I hope they go away. Okay. So this class is about CBD. The reason why I do it in the group as opposed to the event that I create is because when I go into the event live, it stays the video stays in the event, and I'm not able to put it in the units or do anything with it. And so if I come live in the group like I am doing it now, then I'll be able to put this video for your reference later in the unit section. So if you haven't checked that out, I have units in this group because this group is all about education and about, learning. And so I have different units. I think this one for video classes it's unit 11, if I'm not mistaken. However, if you rather read as opposed to listening to my voice, that's fine too. I do have CBD in written form. I don't remember what unit it is, but you can look it up. If you go to the unit section, you will be able to see all about CBD. And I do have a class that I wrote there and written, like you don't have to listen, you just, read as opposed to listening. So whatever format you prefer, you can do that as well. Anyway, let's get started. This is about CBD and what CBD is. And we're going to be getting our science cap on. We're going to talk about science because we cannot discuss CBD without finding out what it is and the science behind it. I cannot go and tell you about each of the products that you see in the screen right now without understanding that there's a whole side of science behind it and how this product affects our bodies and how it helps, I should say, our bodies. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. And it's going to get a little heavy on the science part. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. However, what I'm about to share with you is the information that I have gotten from Young Living and my own research, and also from this company that is called Go Workspace, who have provided all the graphics for me as well as the text that I'm going to be reading to you. If at any point you see this message, if you're looking at the replay or you join me as I go, if you have any comments or any questions, you can go ahead and type them in the video and we can go from there. All right, so what's the difference between CBD and marijuana? Why is CBD so important? It is not just a fad. Let me go see here. It is not just a fad. It's becoming real simple. Various communities around the world. It is in this class, you will learn to see why CBD is so important and so popular now. And don't let all, as I said, we're going to get really scientific here. So don't get all the scientific explanations overwhelm you. We just want you to feel empowered in your knowledge of CBD and how you can utilize this within your health goals. Please keep in mind that I'm not a scientist or a doctor. I'm just giving you the information that I have found on this. Okay, so what is CBD? First of all, let me just tell you, CBD is not marijuana. Let's just get that out of the way, okay? It is not marijuana. It is a misconception, a misunderstanding. When CBD just came out, I think a year ago, and I started, promoting it. I had friends who were like, "Why are you promoting marijuana?" And I'm like, "No, it's not marijuana." They both are from the same plant, cannabis, which is hemp, but they have different varieties. So it's very important we understand this, because the CBD that I'm offering you is not going to get you high, okay? It's not going to get you, it's not going to affect you in that way. So marijuana is produced when the hemp plant is grown without a male variety present. The resin produced from a small hair-like um, appendages of all the female plants is full of THC, which produce those effects associated with marijuana. Okay, CBD, cannabis oil, is a natural substance from another variety of hemp. It is produced when the hemp plant is grown with both the female and the male plant. The resin produced is full of CBD, which does not contain the same heavy effects as THC and has only a small amounts of THC. So what's the history of CBD? Let me just tell you real quick here. It has a history. Why is CBD so bad? Is it illegal? CBD, cannabis oil, is a natural substance from the hemp plant. Hemp originated in Asia and the Middle East thousands of years ago. It has since spread worldwide. It showed up in the United States back in the 16th century. In fact, farmers used to be fined if certain percentage of their production was not hemp plants because of how incredibly useful the plant can be. Hemp is used for paper, food, fiber, construction materials, clothes, and other products. So what changed? Well, let me just tell you, in 1920, a negative media war was waged against hemp and marijuana due to the financial, let me like corrupt and reasons, and it was eventually deemed a Schedule 1 controlled substance. This category is for substances that have no benefit and have high potential for abuse. However, in July of 2018, CBD was downgraded from Schedule 1 controlled substance to a Schedule 5 controlled substance, meaning that it has some benefit and the potential for abuse is low. The FDA changed the category so that the drug containing CBD called Epidiolex could be sold. Funny how when a drug company wants to be something legal, right? And they just get it and the law changed. So that's what happened. Finally, in December of 2018, CBD went from Schedule 5 controlled substance to an unscheduled substance due to the Hemp Farming Act in 2018, which removed hemp defined as cannabis with less than 0.3% THC as a controlled substance. This means that the federal law made CBD legal in all 50 states. We all remember that, right? Some states when their own regulations, and it is important to know that the regulations are in your state. So here in Utah, it's still very controlled. I think last election, they kind of went a little loose, but I think it's pretty controlled here. However, it's not illegal, and you see a lot of CBD stores around in town. So if you're in the military, for example, they will have strict regulations. So do your research in the state you are, and if you're in the military, do your research just to make sure that you are okay. All right, let's move on. Okay, here we go. Science. Are you ready? This is it. This is the science part has really long and rather complicated words for me to pronounce. So please bear with me. If I mispronounce a word that you see it written there, I am so sorry. I'm really doing my best to pronounce them right. Okay, so the endocannabinoid, see, I told you, endocannabinoid system. Let's just say ECS or EC system, okay? This system is a biological system composed of endocannabinoids, which are endogenous lipid-based retrograde neurotransmitters to bind the cannabinoid receptors CB1 and CB2. And cannabinoid receptors proteins that are expressed throughout the vertebral central nervous system, including our brain, and peripheral nervous system. That's a lot of big words, right? I mean, oh my gosh. In layman terms, or in simple terms, the EHC is linked to our central nervous and uh, peripheral nervous system to help the body maintain homeostasis. In general sense, homeostasis, it's written right there, if the body gets out of homeostasis. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing these words and it's driving you nuts. I am really, really sorry. I'm really trying my best. Anyway, so in the general sense, this refers to the stability of balance of the system. If the body's attempt to maintain a constant internal environment, maintaining a stable internal environment requires a constant monitoring and adjustments as conditions change. So if the body gets out of homeostasis, I think, the EHC sends out natural and cannabinoids and enzymes to regulate the body to bring it back to the balance that it needs to be. For example, and when you hear this, you're gonna go, oh, that's right. Okay, it's very simple. So when you're too hot, you EHC kicks in and kicks in the gear, and then you start sweating, right? And so you bring your temperature down. If you get too cold, you shiver. When you get hungry, your stomach growls. When you get tired, you yawn, right? I mean, all these things, all these responses that sometimes we take for granted in our bodies, that's what our system, the EHC system, is doing for us. And it's a way of balancing our bodies or bringing the stability that our bodies need. So CBD primarily interacts with the ESC, making it in a highest sought after product through Young Living. So this is how CBD affects our bodies through this. It brings the balance that our body needs. Isn't our bodies just amazing? The way they are created is just amazing. We are meant to heal, to heal ourselves. Our bodies are meant to heal itself. Sometimes it cannot because of how we've been taking care of our bodies. So that's why sometimes our body is unable to heal itself because of the way that we've been treating our bodies. Anyway, so let's move on. THC versus CBD. Okay, so THC, now that we know what the ECS does, let's take a look at the difference between THC and CBD. And in regards to the cannabinoid receptors, the CB1 and the CB2. I'm still in science. I hope you're enjoying this. So CB1 receptors are the central nervous system, the brain and the nerves and the spinal cord. Okay. CBD2 receptors are found all over the body in the peripheral nervous system. Nerves in your extremities and the digestive system are specialized cells in the immune system. So THC acts on CBD1 and CBD2. When they attach to CBD1 in the brain, it causes the intoxicating effects that you experience with a hardish cannabis or marijuana. Okay, it also affects the peripheral nervous system, which when it attaches to CB2, which is why some smoke marijuana to feel calmer or decrease pain. It is also why cancer patients receiving chemotherapy are prescribed medical marijuana. The effects of the digestive system help prevent the nausea. It is important to note that the exposure of THC does have its risks, such as developing schizophrenia, failure to a drug test, or participating in an illegal activity based on your state's legal position on the topic. Some people are genetically more sensitive to THC as well. So you just have to know your body here. But CBD does not bind directly to either of these receptors, but instead impacts them indirectly by modifying the receptor's ability to bind cannabinoids. These indirect actions produce activity and these indirect actions include activating another receptors called TRPV1, which is the part of the endocannabinoid system. If you want a CBD insulate, then Nature's Ultra through Young Living is one of a heck of a product that I highly recommend it for some reasons that I'm about to cover. Okay, so I know this is a lot of science, but it's necessary for us to know because of the misconception that CBD is bad or CBD is marijuana, and it's not. So we need to understand these things. And as I said before, this will empower you to know what you're choosing and how you're choosing it. So let's talk about terpenes. Terpenes are found. So what is the terpenes? What is it? The terpenes are what give their plants their aroma. The fragrant imprint in each plant is a result of different combinations of terpenes. Okay, so when you smell the roses, you smell that distinct aroma, right, of the roses. I love the roses aroma, or mint, or any of the herbs, basil, or I love the smell of fresh basil. I don't know about you, but I do. And it's just so, it smells so sweet to me. There's smells that bring back memories, like oranges, for example. For me, it reminds me of my childhood, and things like that. So that's what gives the terpenes, gives the plants their fragrance. Cannabis is unique in each strain. It has a unique profile of terpenes. Terpenes are believed to have more or many positive effects in our bodies. These properties can act independently as well as in addition to what cannabinoids offer. There are several known and studied terpenes that exhibit different medicinal effects. Overall, terpenes contribute to the medicinal properties of cannabis. It's a phenomenon known as the entourage effect. Think of the team of players versus a single player. The team is the entourage effect of the terpenes plus the cannabinoids. Now, where else have we heard of terpenes? I'll give you a hint. I use them daily and I talk about them at least twice a week in this group. Yes, essential oils. Terpenes with the multitude of positive effects are also found in essential oils, and that's where you get your aromas from the essential oils. So how to choose your CBD? There's certainly a bit of chaos when it comes to the ability of CBD products. There's so many to choose from. I mean, you can even go to the local gas station and you can probably find CBD products. Obviously, quality is an important factor, right? Because you're putting this in your skin, you guys. You don't want to put something that you don't even know where it came from. Or you don't want to put something on that it might make you feel funny. So you have to make sure that you get the highest quality of CBD. It's like with everything, right? When you buy your food, you want the freshest produce and the freshest apples, or the good looking bananas. You're not gonna go to the store and get the brown and all beat up bananas or the bruised apples, do you? I don't. I certainly don't. When I go buy my produce, I actually go look at it and I make sure that it has no bruises, that it looks good to eat, right? So it's the same thing with CBD. You have to make sure that what you get is something that you're going to get the full benefit of it without damaging your body. So we have here we have to know the difference between the full spectrum CBD, isolate CBD, and smart spectrum CBD. So let me explain to you. The full spectrum CBD still has some THC in it. So while you won't get the crazy effects of a straight THC, which is the marijuana, there's still the possibility of exposure, especially if you are sensitive to it. So just watch out for that. It is also important to note that hemp is it's called the phytomediator by nature. Phytomediation is the nature's way of using living plants to clean the soil and groundwater that absorbs chemicals and toxins from the soil. Traces of heavy metals absorbed from the oil might be left behind in a full spectrum product, so watch out about that. However, a lot of people gravitate towards the full spectrum CBD because it still contains terpenes and might have more compounds, thus delivers the more powerful entourage effect. The other way to produce CBD is an isolated form. CBD isolate is pure CBD, and while it has 0% THC, no heavy metals or other compounds, it also has no terpenes in it, and therefore it loses the entourage effect. So remember what contains terpenes? Yes, essential oils, right? So we add them to our CBD to create that synergistic effect and thereby increase the benefits of the CBD isolate. Nature's Ultra has done just that. They have combined organic CBD isolate and terpenes to create an amazing smart spectrum CBD for you. So that's the difference between the stuff that you can buy at the store and the products that we get to offer. Since hemp is one of those plants that absorbs everything from the soil, you have to be really careful, especially if you have sensitive skin like me. I'm very careful with what I put in my skin, what I put in my body, because I want to preserve it. I want to be able to enjoy my life in a healthy way, even as I'm getting older. So it's very important for me to put or use a product of high quality, a product that I know is going to be beneficial for me and not the other way around. So CBD usage and safety. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. All right, CBD is labeled for topical use, meaning that you can put it in your skin. First, clean the area and pat dry. Second, you can massage a generous amount topically on your skin. Don't be so harsh on your skin, but just, gently rub it on and apply a second or third time as needed. You can apply it on the temples, on the neck, back of your neck, elbows, knees, and other joints, wrists, soles of your feet, back of your heel and foot, or the shoulders as well. If you're new or sensitive in nature, start Nature's Ultra regular strain CBD. You can use half of the recommended dosage, and increase as you read about it and you kind of see your body. You have to get to know your body and how is it gonna react. Not because it has marijuana or anything like that, but because of the nature of the product, right? So you have to make sure that you use it in a smart way. While this product can be used topically, I want to keep a few things in mind in regard to CBD safety. CBD is broken down in the liver. It is done by the same enzymes that a lot of pharmaceutical drugs are broken by. Therefore, it is possible for your system to get a little overworked trying to break down too many things at once. We suggest that you consult with your physician when implementing a CBD product. Okay, so let me just talk to you about the different products that we have for CBD, okay? So first of all, let me talk to you about the Calm Roll-On. We have this in two strains, 300 milligrams or 600 milligrams. So if you are starting, I will suggest the lower one, 300. So this one is infused with eucalyptus, frankincense, lavender, orange, vetiver, ylang ylang, young living essential oils. It's a roll-on, so you can put it in, in your wrist or in your back or in your neck or the bottom of your feet, whatever you like. It already comes in a roll-on form, so it's really convenient. You can carry it in your purse and, use it whenever you feel like you need to calm down. So you can go ahead and use it. It creates a peaceful environment. It helps you relax and quiet your mind. I don't know if it happens to you, but sometimes when you go to sleep, you're super tired, but your mind, keeps, it's fully awake, and it keeps, you keep having all these thoughts. Sometimes for me, um, what happens is that I'm a blogger, so I write blogs and things like that. And sometimes as I'm about to lay down, an idea comes, and I have to write it down, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget it, and I'm just thinking about that. And so I have to get up and just put it in writing. So sometimes I just keep thinking and thinking. So this helps me quiet my mind and be like, okay, it's time to go to sleep. Tomorrow I will write more. You know what I mean? So things like that can happen. So this helps you calm down. It decreases your occasional stress, and it provides a soothing and restful night sleep. We also have the joint and muscle balm. This one I'm gonna try this month. I already have it in my box for Young Living. I'm very excited to try it. It targets your sore and achy muscles. It provides a hot and cold sensation, and it soothes the hardworking body. So this one is infused with camphor, clove, uh, Hirishlam, lemon, peppermint, and tea tree. I'm sure I mispronounced that, and I'm sorry. And the wintergreen essential oils. I've heard great testimonies on this. We also have it in 300 or 600 uh, strength. You can choose whichever you like. Again, if you're just starting, I will go with the 300. I'm going with the 300, and yeah, I'm really excited to try this one, because I've heard great testimonies about this. So I will tell you more about it as I get to try it. We also have these two oils, or actually several oils. We have three. So this one is mint. This is infused with Young Living peppermint and spearmint essential oils. Cool mint is an uplifted blend that can support throughout the day. This is also, it comes with a dropper, so you put it in, on your skin. Okay, it's not for you to put in the diffuser or to ingest it. It's actually to put it on the skin, and it's very convenient that it comes with a dropper. We have the cinnamon CBD. It's infused with cinnamon essential oil. This one will give you your daily boost, and give you a boost on your daily activities. It's really, really nice. And then we have the citrus CBD. Again, in two strains, 500 or 1,000. If you're starting, 500 will be the best bet. And this one is infused with grapefruit and orange juice essential oils. And citrus has an energizing combination. I don't know, but when you smell that citrusy scent, it's like you wake up. For me, as I was saying earlier, oranges uh, bring me back to my childhood, because we used to go to this place that had orange trees, and we had like great family times there. And so it reminds me of that. Every time I smell an orange, or I use my orange essential oil or my citrus fresh essential oil, it brings back memories of happy times of my childhood. So that's what's supposed to happen when you do this. So this one, grapefruit and orange, is an amazing combination. All right, so we talked about CBD. I gave you all the information about it, and why it's important and all that. So why would you go with Nature's Ultra CBD? Why not just buy it at the local store that you see every time you drive down the road to your work, or to your office, or to your mom's house? Why? So now that you're an expert on this, you want to buy it, right? So definitely don't buy it from the local gas station. So get it from Young Living. So it's US certified organic and non-GMO. We have the seed to seal qualified. So remember how I told you that these plants absorb everything on the ground, on the soil. So if they're using pesticides, or if they're using any type of metal to to get it out or whatnot, it's absorbing all that, you guys. So that's what you're putting in your body. So the seed to seal certified, it's means that from the seed, from the soil, we don't use pesticides. We weed by hand. We're very careful with our plants. And so there's no bad stuff that can be absorbed by the plant. especially with the CBD. So it's the seed to seal guarantee means that from the soil to the seed, all the way to the processed CBD oil, the quality is well taken care of. And so we are able to produce the high quality CBD, which is pure, safe, legal, and 0% THC, which is, again, we talked about this. THC is the stuff that might make you, um, you know, lose it. It's also vegan approved and gluten-free, no animal byproducts used by, plus the commitment that to never perform any animal testing. So, I mean, there's just a few reasons here. There's more amazing reasons why you should go with CBD for Nature's Ultra. The other reason is that you get Young Living really takes care of their people, so you get, you know, a gift there, and also you get points that you can exchange for free products and things like that. So how do you get it? We have 2 starter kits. If you are not a Young Living member yet, you can become a member through a CBD starter kit, which we have 2. Remember we talked about this, the strength. All of them have the calm roll on the calm. Oh my goodness, the calm. CBD roll, the CBD muscle rub, and then they also have the citrus CBD, but it comes with 2 strains. So the first one is 165. The extra strain CBD PS, it's 250. I will start with the 165, and it will get you in Young Living, and it will get you into these products that are amazing. Just the muscle rub, since I'm buying it now, I know the price. It's $80 wholesale price. I think it's about 100 retail. So you're saving quite a bit of money there, and it gets you in to the whole line of Young Living at a 24% discount. We offer Essential Rewards, which is an amazing program that is optional, but it's a great option to have. You enjoy discounted shipping, you earn points to use in future orders that you do, and you might even get free stuff. We have loyalty gifts, and we have freebies starting at 100 PV, which means 100 points. So they give you freebies on that. So it's access to exclusive discounted bundles, and also qualifies you to receive referral bonuses. So before I go, there's a few questions that I had, and I just want to address them since I'm here. The first one is, can I order CBD in my Essential Rewards monthly order? So if you are already a member of Young Living and you want to try Essential CBD, you can order on ER, like I'm doing it now. So I'm ordering on my Essential Rewards program. I'm ordering the muscle rub, so that's good. And then another question is, do I receive the same 24% of CBD products that when I order Young Living? Yes, you do. So if you're a member of Young Living already and you want to buy this little by little, you get 24% off. Yes, definitely. Do I receive the same referral bonus opportunities when a friend of mine becomes a Young Living member by ordering the premium starter kit with CBD? Yes. So Young Living pays you $50 for every kid you refer to, or every person you refer to Young Living, they give you $50. And so, yes, it's a pretty good deal. And also, yeah, so if you have any other questions or anything, let me know. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Again, I do these videos in the group because I'm able then to put them in the video classes. However, if you don't want to listen to a video because you don't want to hear me talk, know that I have this in written form in the units, and you can just check out the units and read at your own pace and learn at your own pace. My point is for you to learn and for you to take benefit of this, because you're all part of this group, and I will love for to teach you what I know about Young Living. If you have any more questions or anything, let me know, comment here, or just let me know. Have a great evening. I'm gonna pop out of here because I have to finish some watercolor paintings that I'm doing. So I'm going to go do that right now. Have a great evening, you all. Bye.